Good evening and welcome back to the Temple District where we try to break into the Temple of Talos. Today, with Jan Jansen leading the party. More or less anyway. Let's open the door. And go inside. Well, it seems we cannot hide in the shadows, so that is out of the question. However, we can go inside here, and there she is. Now, we can even succeed in getting here. And before we continue to do anything, I'm gonna save. Gonna take the necklace, leave. Simple as that. And out we go. Now this was the first part of our test for Mae'Var. This is the easiest one by far, and should not be overrated really. And now we have another cutscene because Garrick wants to marry Lady Ilana. Yes, not you again. Indeed. Oh my god, cue lines. Let's see. What? What I would not do to spend an evening in your barns. Barns? Really? In your barns? Oh my god. Even if you're getting told by someone that you should say something romantic, you do not say barns. No, you do not. Arms. Arms, indeed. Arms! I like these so much. Did you know, good sir? Oh. He wants pants, he does. Okay. Indeed. Oh, this is so good. So funny. All the time when this goes through. Run for it. Ah, this is so great. I like these. And this will develop over a few returns here to the Temple District. It's not just the same one now. So this is quite fun. Now let's get back to Mae'Var. And also, you can just move Draconia down there. We don't need everyone to go down there, at least not right now. So, oh actually, wait a minute. We need the necklace, of course. Otherwise this is not going to work. Necklace, go. And as a matter of fact, we're gonna take these as well. This is the necklace of Talos, of course. It had no special abilities, just the necklace of Talos. Now Mae'Var will of course give us a second assignment. Now this one will already be a little bit more tough. Not completely overwhelmingly difficult, but still. Also, and I think I have mentioned that before, once you decide, for example, you want a new character in your party, you may do that at any possible time in the game, bar one time where you travel to a specific place where you can't really replace your party members. But other than that, you can totally replace all your party members that you want. For example, get Animan out, get your hero in for healing and so on. There will also be special quests for every companion that you can get in this game.
What is it?
Now, that's that. And now we shall go upstairs to Edwin. Edwin Nodaceron is one of the characters you meet in Baldur's Gate 1-2. And he is a spellcaster, namely a mage, and is quite powerful and quite intelligent too. Later on we're also going up here with Jan and doing some lockpicking and stuff like that, because these doors that you here see are all lockpickable, and some of them, like these at the end here, even have some very nice treasures in them. But for the moment it's not really that important. What is important is to talk to Edwin.
Greetings, I am Edwin Odesseron. You Simians may refer to me merely as Sir, if you prefer a less syllable in...
And he's of course arrogant. I remember you, Edwin. As I recall, you should be dead. Is he now? Unfortunately, he's not. But we're gonna play the old "I know you, I have seen you before" card and say, "Edwin, don't you recognize me? It's Dragonia." Aww, so sad. The past hardly matters. So cold. Anyway, he has a quest for us. So, Rachik Gaithrus. Yes. Murder, torture, we have no desire to commit such acts. Lineage? What do you know of my heritage, Edwin? What are you private to? Yeah. We've little else to go, so yes, we're gonna take your mission. Right, so Rachik Gaithrus. That's the house that I went in, like, in the first few times that I wanted to kill the mage for the Harpers. And I completely killed the wrong guy. Oops. But Rachik Gaithrus' house is riddled with traps, and especially on top of his house is himself with a golem. And that's gonna be a little bit more tougher than you would imagine. Rachik Gaithrus' house is over here, so we need to get everyone to this place. However, the going back and forth... Whoa! Uh-oh. Vampires. I'm going to go here. What were you asking? Right. I'm going to say this. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. I do not have any allegiance to any such guild. So we don't fight them now because my party is split up. Which would be quite sad if I, like, got down to 4 levels or so. Just by chance. Would be very sad. Now this house, I believe, has 2 levels? Maybe 3? Can't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've been here. So we'll likely have a little bit of trouble getting up there. A thug attacks Nalia? Alright, well, we'll deal with those later. I think it has 3 levels, since I see those methods here. Right, I'm gonna let Jan search for traps. I don't believe there is one right here at the beginning. Oh goodness! The thugs come in as well. Would be good if we, like, kill one of them already. Thank you, Drac. Draconia is doing a really good job in killing them. Unfortunately, all the others do not. Alright, let's kill this thug, so he doesn't attack Animan anymore. And then we search for traps. Right. That should clear things up a little bit better. You definitely want to heal at this point. And some more healing for you. Also, airy, heal up. Arnament should be fine now. And Keldon should be fine as well once we have cast our second healing spell.
Faster than Chiquita fast paws.
Now this can be opened,
If that's what you
and we're gonna loot it. Whoops. Oh man, really? Level draining? No.
This is a lot. I'll take
Seems the trap was a little bit higher level than expected. Good that she cannot cast any... Whoa.
and later. I am so tired. Is there no chance that we might stop and rest for a while?
Certainly, we should set up a camp right here. Well, we can't actually do that in this house, but we're certainly going to do it once we get a chance to do it.
Nothing to it.
Anyway, saving up and going the stairs. I'm gonna pause right here. Actually, it only has 2 levels, because there's a stone golem and there's another stone golem.
Very well.
We don't want to go too far.
Something is wrong here.
You can actually stop doing anything, because you can't damage them. Hopefully we can get one of those stone golems down quickly. Oh, wonderful! That was actually pretty fast. Now, before we continue saving up, and Gaithrus should be at the end of this. Oh, wait! Actually, it has 3 levels, because up here is another stairwell.
Ugh, my legs.
Yes, Aerie will be right with you.
Walk so much in my life.
Now, we're gonna gather ourselves round of yarn.
Aragon's name.
Actually, we need haste first. And then we're gonna gather a round of yarn.
Be of assistance.
Haste time.
Just always willing to try.
And this one. Gonna loot that later. Just going to make sure that we can go upstairs first.
No.
And pausing.
Yeah, very well.
Declare yourself.
Hold! How dare you intrude in my studies? I'm here to end your life, cowled wizard! That was actually quite easy.
Just ask.
Now, let's attack. And there we go. But...
Yes.
But... We can... have to use that, don't I? Alright. Can't change it. Need to dispel haste.
I won't let my friends be hurt. I attack.
Uh-oh. This is not good.
I'll help wherever I can.
Quickly. Whoa! Ouch! That did a lot of damage.
My attack.
Duty calls.
Alright. We'll try to get this done anyway. This should dispel it. Yep. There we go. However, Aerie died, and we don't want that. She didn't really take a lot of a punch there. Right. This is going to sting, isn't it? Pausing there. You 3 are going to move completely over there. Draconia here, Keldon here, and you here. There we go.
Am I needed? Glad to be of assistance.
Yes, a standard tactic that.
My attack. Yeah.
That should do it this time.
Righteousness shall prevail!
Help however I can. My attack.
I shall
That didn't do anything for you, my good friend. And that doesn't help you either, because now you're going to die horribly.
Please, let me help.
Duty calls.
Well, we'll try again then. Zing! And do it again. BAM! Now you're dead. Whew! This is actually not as easy as I remember it to be.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I mean, some challenge is always welcome.
What can I faster than Chiquita fast paws?
And we're gonna critical heal wounds her. Makes a lot more sense. And there's a trap on this thing. And we're gonna collect this. I think there is a... yes. Staff of Fire.
You sound like it shall be done with skill and care.
And we get these things. And then we go downstairs. I don't think we can rest. Oh, we can actually rest in here. Cool. Let's do that then. Because that's always nice.
That's what you want.
What?
Now, I believe this thing is also trapped. Just gonna wait and see what's happening. But I think this should be also. Isn't it right, Mr. Gnome? No, it doesn't seem so. Alright. Ah, some gold. Not too shabby. Let's go outside again and go back to Edwin. And you should remember that, because you don't need to go back to Mae'Var. You just need to go back to Edwin all the time. That's a pretty simple thing once you get the hang of it. Doing these quests is not really that hard. Bar the dude that just evaporated area with like one spell. Which is unfortunately sometimes the case with low HP characters. That they die instantly to stronger spells. It's really sad actually, but it just happens. There's nothing you can do about it unless you keep them away. A wand of fire, braces of defense 7, which will bring her... oh, actually these are worse. Okay. Well, this will give us lockpicking and pickpockets. Gonna bring them down. This should be identified as a quarterstaff, and this is a cursed scroll of weakness, which we don't need at all. There we go. Jan doesn't need any more bolts. She does though. These are braces of armor class 7. Then perhaps we should do this. These are 8, I mean. And these are 7 that I just gave her. Now, let's go back to Edwin.
Tell me all about it.
And report success. This shouldn't take too long. Let's open this door as well. And talk to Edwin again.
Very well.
My lackey's return, and none too soon. Has the cowled fool been disposed of?
Yes, he's pushing up daisies as we speak, Edwin. It seems he was also cancelled just as the TV series. Too bad. Yes. Certainly, we'll get your documents. How tough could it be? At the Sea Bounties Inn. Well, we never were at the Sea Bounties Inn before. However, it's... whoa.
To the point when I am shaking with pure rage. I must speak to you. I must gain some reassurance.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Well, it's one thing to talk to me when I'm outside and standing near you. It's a totally different one when you're talking like 2 levels of a building away to me. But okay, fine. We're gonna do this now. Of course, Animan. How would you feel if you killed Zack and found him to be innocent after the fact? Alright, Animan. We'll see how this will develop in the future. It seems he's quite pained by the fact that he couldn't do anything for his sister. But then again, those vows he took from his knighthood are actually very important to him. Though his family is as well, at least parts of his family, because his father is totally not important to him. and the other way around. Now, I believe one of these ways we can go in single-handedly. That's this one. And we need to talk to Marcus here. You have some documents I wish to purchase. Well, we can try, perhaps. Oh, are you sure a lovely man like yourself wouldn't mind a woman like me a little favor? But, you know, generic fat dude, I don't know. Very well, 25 gold for those documents. There we go. Documents gained.
Whatever you desire.
I think Animan would also not approve talking about male companions here. He doesn't like flirting with anyone.
Do it.
Me, that is. But, we'll see how this develops. He's a very critical person, things like that. Very, very critical. Anyway, we're gonna level up first before we continue with Edwin. 3 hit points and Thacker reduced by 1. Nothing special. Nothing too special.
What would
Let's
you
talk
like?
to you.
Do you have the documents I
Yes.
asked for? This matter is more important than your average simple
Oh, what?
correspondence.
Yes. And Mae'Var wants to have a final task for us, which will not be as simple as you may think it is, if you go one of 2 ways.
Nothing to it.
There's of course again a different solution for those who don't want to shed blood. Although wondering why they actually didn't include something of that for Rage Gaethras, but you know, not everything can be done in
Edwin
2
has been
ways.
telling me you are at the very least competent.
Yes.
Fairly good at the sneaksman's trade, but a little ham-fisted when...
A traitor,
Exactly
really?
what I'm looking for.
Embal. Alright, you'll outlive the day of this, I swear. Well, Embal is again in the, I think that says, yeah, sea bounties in, so that shouldn't be a problem because we were just there.
If you say so.
Now let's go inside again and talk to Embal this time. And after we've done that, we can go back to Mae'Var, tell him everything, and then go back to Edwin and tell him everything. Let's see. Now, where is he? No, that's off the death. Where is he? Kinda not sure. Normally he should be inside here. Isn't he? Perhaps I misread the entry. Let's see. Oh, on the 2nd floor. Dough. Well, that happens sometimes. You remember something? Yeah, that's true. That's right. And then he's actually not there because you're on the completely wrong level. Here he is. What misunderstanding? What are you talking about? Oh, he did. Okay. Do you have any proof of what you're saying? He doesn't. Well. I have no desire to kill you, Embal. Give me your dagger to prove to Mae'Var that your deed is done, and I'll let you flee. There we go. 1 happy thief, and a dagger for the proof.
Whatever you desire.
This should satisfy the contract, Miss Mae'Var, pretty convincingly.
Nothing to it.
Now, the good thing is, he will also give us, again, a little bit of experience. Not too much, though, mind you, but still. And then we're going to Edwin, and getting some kind of reward, I suppose.
Traitor is dead, I trust. Oh, yes, you have his dagger, despite your useless appearance.
I have killed the man as you asked. He'll await my reward.
Yes, yes, yes. Truth be known, I'm not listening to you.
Talk to Edwin. He might have something for you to do. Indeed, he does. But in a kind of a different way than you might think at this point. Edwin is a very clever, a very smart man. He wouldn't do this unless he gets something out of it. Besides, he's lawful evil, so he uses every possible breaking point in the law to his advantage.
Well, you have surpassed the exceedingly low expectations I had of you. You now have the trust of Mae'Var securely in hand and have proven your competence to me once more.
Thank you. I feel so much better already. I do indeed. I admit I've come to spy on Mae'Var. What exactly do you want of me? Oh, he did, so. Conveniently, of course, absolutely. I'll retrieve the documents, but I don't need you. Bye. Bye-bye. And he goes to the copper coronet, which in theory we could go back to and get him if we so desire. However, we want to just get the documents from him, and that's it, basically. Now, let's head out before anyone sees us, or attacks us, that is. The next time we return, this will not be a happy place, I guarantee you that much. Let's identify these boots, which is move silently and hide in shadows, which is quite good for Jan.
If you say so.
And before we continue, I think I'm going to end the episode here, because the next part will be a little bit more fighting, a little bit more action, and will take a little bit of a longer time. And it's probably worth to put that in the next episode. So, when we come back, folks, we'll be talking to Reynold Bloodscalp, bring him the evidence he wanted so hard to find, and then we'll take a look at how good Mae'Var's guild is really defended. And that we'll see next time.